I'm so excited to have you join me. Come on in. This is the place that you come to for fashion tips and beautiful style clothing that really just adjusts to your changing body. Because how many of us go through that? Now, tonight, we're going to talk about the best dresses for petite women, and specifically petite women in the kind of 40 plus category, which actually means you could be 35, you could be 40, 50, 60, and beyond. But often what happens is that as we get a little bit older, the things that we maybe used to wear earlier, not so much anymore, right? So tonight we're going to be talking about the perfect dresses for petite women. And so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about long dresses, and yes, you can wear long dresses. Short dresses, oh yes, you can wear short dresses even if you are a woman over 40. However, there is a length of dress that I'm going to suggest that you avoid, but you'll have to wait until later on in the show for that. So come on in. Also, just to let you know that there are products here in the Okay, let me just see, pin to the live stream. Okay, good. This is the first time I'm doing this directly from YouTube, so I'm very excited to see. Oh, wait, hold on. Where are my products? Pin to the live stream. I'm hoping that they're here. Okay, that is weird. Just a second. Let me see. Okay. I hope so. I really, really hope I'm going to be able to see, because I have got them pinned. Let me just check. Oh, this is bizarre. Okay, so yes, they are there. Okay, they are there, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm just going to continue. All right. So let me just say to you that you can click on the shop button. All the items that I'm going to be talking about are in the shop button, as well as below the screen. You will see there's some products there that I have pinned. So feel free to take a look at that. I was hoping to be able to pin them as I go, but it's not going to happen. Okay. So let's talk about the perfect kind of dresses. And I think I'm going to have to step a little further back so that you can see me full length. Girls, this is a little bit of an adjusting. So I'm having to adjust. Okay, yes, now I can see hopefully that you can see it full screen. And I'm just going to see because I do want to see the chat coming through. All right. So this is one of the number one dresses that I always recommend. And the reason being is because it has shape. You are going to find that no matter the length, girlfriends, no matter the length, the shape of the dress is the most important. It is the most important of all things. So, what you want is a dress that is going to give you some form of shape, and that doesn't have to be tight. We're going to be talking about that later. I'm going to show you some examples. Definitely lovely free flow, lovely kind of looser styles, but still have shape. You want some waist definition and you want some flare. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Look at the difference between if I do this. All right, look at how my body looks there, and look at how my body looks when I have the flare. Now, the reason why I always work with flare is because it balances the hips. It balances whatever the widest point is. So if you're more a tummy girl, I'm more of a tummy girl. That tends to be my widest point. This is going to give me more balance because when the width is at the bottom, it makes everything seem narrow in comparison. Everything. What it also does when you have this kind of shape is that you can emphasize your waist really nicely. We have this, in this case, there is an emphasized waist. It elongates your look. It makes your legs look like they start from here. So that's why it's so important to always have some form of definition in your waist, because it makes your legs look like they start from here, as opposed to if you did this. So let me just show you an example. So a lot of times wrap dresses tend to tie very low, especially on petite women. So what happens is that if it goes too low, it ends up across the tummy, and that's not going to be the most flattering look. Whereas when you take it high above, way into your waist, above your tummy, girlfriends, that is going to make your legs look like they start from here versus they starting from lower down. Okay. Now, the other thing that really works with this dress is that it has a triangle hem. So while it is a technically a full length dress, you're showing some leg because it's shorter on the side, longer in the front, but it doesn't matter because that triangle hem is giving that very elongated look. Now, what I do find, and we will talk about lengths just now, there is a length that as petite women, a lot of stylists will say, short, petite women should wear this particular length. You know what I'm talking about. You know because you've heard it. We'll talk about that length a little bit later. But that's the one length I'm going to say you probably need to avoid. But there are some tricks around it. And the trick is to wear a asymmetrical, something that's going to elongate. And in this case, that is what this dress is doing. So it's going to create this elongated look. What's lovely about this particular dress as well is that it can be worn as a duster. It can be worn open with jeans on underneath. It can be worn multiple different ways. And if you're interested, if you want to see how it can be worn so many different ways, click on the shop button. It's next to the share button. You'll see this dress in the shop right there. You can click on it and it will take you to the website, shows you a whole bunch of pictures, different ways that you could wear it. Okay, the second dress, and now we're going to talk about the short dress. Now I am getting changed. This is live, so I'm going to step outside of the live. I can talk to you because I have my ears in, but I'm going to show you the shorter length. Now, shorter length is really, ladies, about your comfort level. And so I am not going to be prescribing anything and saying you absolutely must wear shorter length as a petite woman, because so much of it depends on how you feel about yourself. Okay, so let me just go in here real quick. All right, and luckily I get changed quickly. Ta-da! Here we go. All right, this is the second one. Now, this is the shorter length. A lot is going to depend on how you feel about your legs. If you love your legs, girlfriend, I think you should show them, because as a petite woman, showing a little bit of leg is actually going to elongate your look. It's going to make you look taller. But for a lot of women, especially as we're over 40, sometimes we don't like the skin on our legs. Sometimes we don't like our knees. We feel like, I'd rather cover my knee. And so it's absolutely fine. You can go just on your knee, you can go just below your knee, but going that midway, and I'll show you that a little bit later when I'm wearing a longer dress, I'll show you what I mean. But going that midway is going to make you look shorter. It just is. I'll show you. And once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. You'll know for sure that that's how it is. Now, this dress I really love. It's also a wrap dress. And by the way, girlfriends, my wrap dresses have got a lot of wrap to them. So if you'll see, I mean, it goes all the way around. Like it goes really there. So you've got a lot of wrap. It's not the kind of wrap dress where it kind of goes half across your body and you feel like if you sit down or if you walk up the stairs or if the wind blows, oh my goodness, you're going to lose your dress. No, that's not what this is. This actually gives you really good wrap and so it gives you that security. This dress as well can be worn multiple different ways. You can actually wear it as a duster. You can wear it more as a top. And if you don't like your legs, because some women don't like their legs, then you can wear leggings on underneath. You can even wear this with a skinny jean. That would also be fine. So that would be really fun. And the whole kind of dress over leggings, dress over pants is making its way back. Thank goodness for that. I love that look. Okay, excuse me. All right, so the shorter length, my suggestion is as much as you can, if you don't mind your knees, go above the knee. It can still look really good, really chic and sophisticated. Really have some fun with it because you're showing off some leg. It's a really good idea. If you don't love your legs, go just on the knee or just below the knee or full length like the previous dress. And again, you can have that triangle hem It's really fun. You can show a little bit of leg, not too much leg, and it will work. Okay, let's go on to a long dress. I hear a lot of petite women saying to me, "Oh, I can't wear a long dress because it just makes me look so swamped. It's just too much fabric. It doesn't really work." Well, it so depends on the shape of the dress. If the shape of the dress is right, girlfriend, you can wear it. And I'm going to show that to you in a second. All right, this is called the mermaid dress. So, again, if you like, and listen, there is no pressure here. This is a no pressure zone. You're welcome to just hang out and hear the tips, and maybe there's something in your closet that will work for you. But if you do like any of the dresses that I have here tonight, there are different fabrications. You can choose different fabrics. You can have them short, you can have them long, you can have them mid-length, you can have them as you like them because they're customizable. And they are in the shop here live on YouTube. So, which is really fun. It is actually my store, so it's not a YouTube store as such, it's just connected. So you can either click on the shop button or you can look, there should be products at the bottom tagged. Okay, so girlfriends, this is, oh, I love this dress. I love this fabric. This is called, I call this the mermaid fabric. This is my wear three ways dress. And besides the fact that it can be worn so many different ways, I'm going to show you how you can wear it as a petite woman and why it works really well. So, first of all, let me just quickly say, because I can feel the anxiety already. Oh, I can't wear a strapless bra because I have boobs. No problem, girl. I've got you covered. If you have girls, lucky you, then what you can do is you can do this and that will actually work. You can actually adjust this drawstring, and that'll actually work to cover the bra strap and give you that coverage. If you are less blessed in the girls area, like I am, then I tend to do more of that, and it works really well. What you will notice about this Wear Three Ways dress is that there is still shaping in the waist. The way it is cut, it has got shaping. Okay. It isn't just straight up and down. And it has a very big triangle at the bottom. I'm actually doing this wide so that you can see. We use the full width of the fabric so that we can give you as much of that flare as possible. Now, why is that important? That's important because it makes your waist seem narrow in comparison. So if it is a block, all right, let me just take a whole bunch of the fullness away. If it's a block, look at how that looks, right? It's not as flattering. It can make your hips or your tummy look wider. It can make your waist look thicker. It's a very interesting illusion. However, when you have the flare, it makes this above it seem narrow in comparison. Now, why is that important for petite women? Well, actually, because what we want to do is we want to give ourselves a little bit of waist so that we can make our legs appear longer. Girlfriends, I have a very long body and short legs. But you wouldn't know that by the way that I dress because I often belt things and I always have some waist definition, which creates the illusion that my legs are way longer than they are. Also, little side trick, get yourself some good comfy platform shoes. They are the best thing for petite girls. I am 5'3.5". Yes, I am going to hold on to my half. Don't take away my half. And most people think that I'm taller than I am. And really, a lot of it is around my platform shoes. And I'm able to run in these shoes. If I cannot run for the train on the subway, I don't buy them or I don't wear them. Okay, I'm going to show you another little trick. And this is very important. My thing is, if, and this is what I have found across the board, if you belt your waist, you are giving yourself you are giving yourself a very elongated look. Can you see what this has done already to my body? So it has created this illusion that my waist is really higher, all right? Now, if you have a shorter waist, you may want to go a little bit longer. You can fake a waist. You do not have to have a waist. You can fake a waist. I don't have much of a waist, but I fake it by wearing the magic belt. And then what I do, if I really want to look fab, I make sure to keep these ties going down the body because that further elongates, even though it's navy and it tones in. You can see this is navy and it tones in well. It really does work to draw the eye down the body. Anything that draws the eye down the body creates an elongated effect and it makes you look taller and slimmer instantly. The wonderful thing about long dresses, and I mean properly long dresses like these, is that you don't know, nobody knows what heel you're wearing. So I'm wearing quite a big platform, but because it's covering most of my shoe, or at least touching my shoe, no one is going to be the wiser, which creates that elongated look. The one thing I want to say, this is the length. Are you ready for it, girlfriends? The length that you want to avoid is this length. I can see it already. The problem is once you've seen it, you've seen it. Okay. So this length, unless it is kind of sheer or see-through, like I have a dress completely transparent. I have a dress that I wear on QVC that is this length, but it has slits in it and it's got these sheer pieces. So it kind of breaks it breaks the rule beautifully, right? And it still works. But for the most part, this length is often, let me even go, that's even worse. Here, that. Okay. Why is this length so bad? So this is the one length I do want you to avoid if it is straight across. So if the hem goes straight across, what it's doing is it's cutting across the widest part of your calf. And if you notice, look at how the eye goes to where there's skin. The funny thing is, the eye does go to where there's skin. That tends to be the focal point. So if your eye goes to the skin, it straight away shortens you. Now, I've heard so many stylists say that petite women should wear three-quarter lengths because by showing off your ankles, it makes it look like you're taller. I disagree. I actually find the opposite is true. And if you don't believe me, go and try it at home. Get some of those three-quarter pants or three-quarter dresses and try it for yourself. Look at the difference between if it's completely long, like this. Can you see the difference? Or if it's just kind of below the knee, on the knee, or above the knee. Because you see, then you are showing enough knee to make it worth it. You're showing enough leg to make it worth it. So if you have a length that is, you either want to go full length or you want to go just below, in the middle, or above the knee so that you show enough leg so that it doesn't make you look shorter. Because that three-quarter length is terrible. It really does make you look shorter. Now, I want to just say something about belting because this is one of the questions that I've had a lot recently. I've heard women say, Tracy, I have a very short waist, and so a wide belt just makes me feel like, it's just an extension of my boobs. I totally hear you. If you are that woman, you do not have to wear a wide belt. You could wear a narrower belt. You could actually order, by the way, reach out to me. You can order a narrower version of this belt like that. Okay. You could also wear something like, let's say, a chain belt. So I do advise that if you do have a short waist, or maybe, and or maybe you have girls, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your girls are hanging at the right level. Because if you have a bra where your girls are hanging too low, it's taking up a lot of your waist. However, if your girls are hanging at the right level, it's going to give you, it literally could give you that much extra waste that you can create. So make sure your girl's at the right level. Feel free to wear a belt that is a narrower belt and it doesn't have to be so wide. Just because you have a short waist doesn't mean you can't belt. You absolutely can. Then I have women say, and this is partly my own problem as well, I have women say that I don't have much of a waist. So when I put on a big belt, it looks kind of odd. And I get that, right? Just the other day at QVC, there was a woman that was just about to go on before me, and she had a similar shape to me. We were quite straight up and down. And she had put a big belt. First of all, she put it too low. So I was like, okay, can I just say she wasn't a stylist, so I felt it was okay for me to say to her. I was like, if you put it up higher, it will look better. But actually, it was thick all the way around. So although it looked a lot better, and it really did, I said to her, just take it off for a second. Let me put something on you. And I took off mine, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to put on my. You can't have this now because I'm going on with it. But the curve of the belt, can you see that? The curve of the belt makes a big difference. So it's not one big piece going across, almost cutting your waist. It's actually forming a waist. And that, my friends, is very effective. It is very, very helpful to do. So you actually forming a waist by wearing a curved belt. You will see here at the back, it's narrower. The other thing that you can do is if you are a short waisted person, you can also wear this the other way around. And I discovered this the other day. Listen, girls, I've been selling these belts for years, and I had never discovered this. You can actually wear them the other way around. So you can have the widest part at the back, and then it goes into this narrow piece here, which I actually really like. I think it works really well. And you can double tie, you can do it's one size fits all. So each will it will depend on what your shape is and what your size waist is. But it's a really fun way to wear the belt in a way that you had never maybe thought of. Including me, girls. I had not even thought about it. Okay, so I'm just checking to see. All right. Um, oh, hey, Kaylee, so good to see you. I don't know why it's not staying on. It's just one of those funny things. It's not coming up. The comments are not coming up for me. Okay, so this is a really fun one, girls. The other thing I just want to say to you is that if you do need to cover up your arms, then this is great. And I'm going to show you a little trick. So this can be in the same fabric. This is the magic blouse. It is also in the cart, in the shop, by the way. Now, what's great about this is that it makes it look like it's all one look. Also very elongating, very elongating. The other thing that it does is it draws the eye up here almost into an exaggerated higher waist. So actually at your solar plexus. And I feel like what that does is that further elongates your legs because it really places the emphasis here, which is a really nice narrow point, and then it just takes the emphasis away from the belly, and then you have the thighs just disguising. Plus, the fabric on its own is going to give you that disguising of the tummy. I have got some solid fabric dresses coming up soon, so I will show those to you in a second. Okay, the other way that you could do it is if it's way too much print for you, because maybe you aren't much of a print girl. I have got solids for you, girl. Let me show you this one. Oh, I'm getting so dry. Ugh, what is with my voice tonight? I don't know why this is not staying here. Okay, so let's just see. Oh, chat viewing options. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let me know who's in the house. Let me know. Okay, so girlfriends, here we go. This is the other way you could do it. So you could do a solid color. This is the beautiful cobalt. It is the same color that's in the dress. It's really fabulous. It is a really fabulous color. It's one of my favorite colors. So many women look great in this color. If you are wanting to just dip your toe into the world of color, turquoise and cobalt are two of the most easiest colors for every woman to wear. Looks great on every complexion. Okay, so this is, girls, this is fab. I really, really love this. This also draws the eye up and down. Again, anything drawing the eye down the body is going to create an elongated look. Plus, added benefit, it gives you extra tummy coverage. Now, some women feel that when they belt, it makes their tummy pooch out. I'm not sure about that because what I often find is that as women, we tend to look down at our tummy as opposed to looking at our tummy like straight, right? So I do think sometimes what we see in the mirror isn't what other people see. However, this is a great option if you don't want to belt. So if you feel like, oh, it just doesn't work for me to belt, this is another way that you can give yourself some further definition. That being said, you really can, girls, wear this as is because it has got waist definition, it's got shape, it flows, it goes really nicely. I mean, this is the kind of dress that you can wear over a swimsuit, around a pool. You can wear it with a pair of nice high heel shoes and, like maybe a metallic, put on some beautiful chandelier earrings, wear it out to dinner, wear it for a summer party. There's so many different ways that you could wear this dress. It is just the options are endless. And then you have the magic blouse option to put on over it. You have the belting option to put over it. You could even as much as put maybe a little denim jacket or a little waistcoat or something like that. Let me just show you the jacket. So we have a client, Lindsay, and Lindsay always says, can it go with a denim jacket? So we call the denim jacket test the Lindsay test. So this is a thrifted one. You cannot have it. I do not have it in my collection. I bought it a few years ago. But this is an example of how you could just pop a little denim jacket on over it, and it gives it some extra shape, also making it that really nice elongated effect. Fabulous, fabulous. Comes in different fabrics as well. Okay, now let me show you some of the solids. And the reason why I'm going to show you solids is, first of all, I am a huge fan of print, let me just say, because it disguises everything. You don't have to worry what panties you're wearing. You don't have to worry about bra straps showing. If you're having a bloated day, it doesn't matter because print covers it. However, when you're wearing plain or a solid color, it's a completely different ball game altogether. And I'm on QVC again, and the brand that I'm representing, I represent Patricia Nash handbags. Beautiful handbags, by the way, if you want to check it out. QVC have some really great deals on her handbags, but I have to wear solid colors. And as you know, I don't really like solid colors, but it forced me to go shopping and look for what there was out there to find things that I could wear on QVC. And then it got me thinking, and I was thinking, what if I could find a fabric that's a great quality fabric that isn't going to cling to the body, but it will drape? What if I can find fabric that isn't going to show all the panty lines, but will still have and in a style that will have some shape to it, but it'll still allow that belting, that kind of all of that. And that's how I came up with this collection. So this is, and it's a color block collection. So I think you're going to really love it. Girlfriends, if you love it, again, just click on the shop icon. It is next to the share little icon, or there should be tagged product at the bottom. It takes you directly to my store. It's not a YouTube thing. It's just YouTube allow it. Oops, sorry. I'm getting changed in this tiny little corner here. Okay, so I'm going to slip on this dress for you, and I'm going to show you. Now, I did have to adjust the pattern because of it being a solid fabric. Absolutely had to adjust the pattern, but I really love it. And you will see now how fun this is. Okay, so this is a 2-in-1. Hold on. Okay, there we go. The joys of life. This is a 2-in-1 dress. Okay, so you can either wear it as the front of the cobalt or the front of the green. It's completely up to you, but it is a really, really fun dress. It's the same concept as the Wear Three Ways dress. And it is, but this, it's slightly different in its pattern because the fabric is heavier. It is a polyester, it's made of a polyester rayon, which means that it's a mixture of, rayon is actually a fabric made out of tree pulp, so it has a breathability to it, but the polyester makes it very easy to care for. It's just got a beautiful texture. It's got a slight crepe-like texture to it, and it just flows. Now, you can have it as a long. Again, the benefit of having it as a long, you can wear high heel shoes on underneath. No one's going to be the wiser. It still has shape. You can also belt it. You can also wear the magic blouse with it. So, and either you can do the contrast at the front or at the back. And again, girls, these dresses, in fact, I have not mentioned that the Wear Three Ways dresses come in two sizes: extra small to medium and large to XXL. And the reason being is because there is so much fabric. I am able to do, I mean, there is a lot of fabric and it is very adjustable. If I untie this, let me just show this to you. It is very, can you see what I mean? So there is plenty of fabric there, but it drapes and it doesn't cling. And it is so fabulous. But I have to tell you, it took me lots of tries, lots of ordering samples, lots of going to places and figuring out what was what, because you do not want it to be clinging and showing absolutely everything, which most times it does. And then you got to wear special panties. I'm doing that whole thing. It is how it is. All right. So you can have this in a shorter dress if you prefer. My suggestion is always that you go either just below the knee, on the knee, or above the knee. Okay. And you can do the front back like this. I'm actually going to show you a short version. This is the chili chocolate dress. It's the chocolate and red. When my husband saw this, he said to me, that is probably the most sexiest dress I have ever seen. And I was really shocked because you'll see I mean, he normally likes things much more fitted. That's normally how I tend to wear it. He normally likes things more fitted, but this dress is just unbelievable. Let me show you. Okay. So let me put it on. So you can have it in either length. It doesn't matter. But this is such a fun dress. And the women who have ordered this have across the board chosen to have it a shorter length, even if it's just like a knee length. Isn't it fun? Okay, so it's the side by side color block. It is, and by the way, you can have it in the different colors. So you could have it in this cobalt green. You could easily have it like that. You could have this in a short. I love the front back. I think it works extremely well for that colorway. This could be worn just as is. You can also wear it. I'll show you. You can also put a belt on it. And this is just a little trick. So either, this is how I like to do it. Either I take the volume here and I pull it to the front. You see how you still have that kick in it? And then I put this on. Oh, yes, I love this. Or there's another way you can wear it. But now, always just look at what the back is doing. Okay, can you see that? So I'm going to need to maneuver that. You need to look, whenever you're belting, you need to look at your back and just make sure that you don't have it, and I'm going to do it. You don't have it all in one. Do you see what I'm saying? Listen, I've done that, girls. I've done it too. I've done it before. The other thing that you can do, and this is a really fun thing, you can actually create a very different look, and like asymmetrical. This is what I like to do. I actually like, and I do it front and back, but I might do it the other way around. So do it this way in the front and then the other way in the back. So I do it like this, and then I pull it, and then I do it this way. Okay, so it does take, it's a little more complicated, the other way, but it's really fun. And once it's done, It's done. It's really cool. Again, this can be adjusted so that it covers up the bra straps, and it also has a little magic blouse to go with it if you want the magic blouse. Now, this one is the mid-length sleeve, so this is if you really do want a proper sleeve, you don't just want a frill. However, it is available in a frill as well. So you could have the little frill cap sleeve like this one here, okay, that de-emphasizes the sleeve and the upper arms. This one covers the upper arms. Now, if you want some more tips on how to slenderize your arms, how to make your arms look slimmer, feel free to check out some of my other videos on my channel. I have plenty of them. I have plenty of videos on that topic, okay? So this is a really fun way you can wear it as well. There's multiple ways that you could wear this. You can actually tie it at the back. You can create it as a little jacket. I mean, we don't have time for all of that tonight. We're probably going to do that more on Saturday, so feel free to join me live for that on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. By the way, girls, I go live on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and on a Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time if I don't have QVC. That is always the case. Okay, so last one I'm going to show you, and this is another little trick for us petite women, and I am excited to show this to you. Okay, so the wonderful thing about these dresses is that they are so easy to get in and out of, and they do not disrupt my AirPods. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Believe it or not, I actually used to do this on QVC as well. When I was doing Skype, during COVID, I was doing Skype and I'd have to go off quickly, get changed, go off quickly, get changed. it was it was quite a fun thing. Okay, so now this is the asymmetrical dress. This is the teal cobalt combination. You can have it as a short dress if you prefer, but oh my goodness, how fun is this asymmetrical? So again, this is breaking that rule. Remember when I said to you earlier on in the video, there is one length that is the petite woman you want to avoid, and that is the mid length, that 3/4 in between length. Because this is asymmetrical, it works like a charm. So it has it just kind of below the knee, going to full length over here. Again, you can also belt it as well. If you want to belt it, you can use, I'm just going to use the navy belt because I feel like it tones really well, but you could use a belt, whatever you like. You could also do that. Again, I'm going to show you that you can do it that way. You can do it this way. There are so many different ways to belt this and to have fun with this dress. There we go. And you see can you see how when you belt, it really emphasizes your waist and makes your legs look longer? That is really the trick. That is absolutely the trick. The shape of the dress needs to be right though, because if you just belt a very boxy dress and it's straight up and down, I've tried this with other styles and it looks terrible. It just adds a whole bunch of extra volume to the waist and to the tummy, and it doesn't work. You need something that narrows in the waist and then flares in the hem. That's the shape that you're looking for. Again, this can be worn easily with a magic blouse. The magic blouse, the magic blouse. I love the magic blouse. Look at this. Look at how fun that is. Okay, so this is the magic blouse, and that works really well too. So again, emphasizing the waist, elongating the leg. So whether you are 5 foot, whether you are 5'3" like I am, whether you're somewhere in between, it doesn't matter. What's most important is A, that you choose things that have got shape. B, you get those lengths that work the best for you at the level of comfort that you are at. And then C, you just emphasize your waist no matter what you're doing. And if you emphasize your waist, you will always be good. If you have the right shape, you will always be good. And the lengths you can play with because that's about your level of comfort. The only length to try and avoid is that 3/4 length. Everything else, and even that, like if you have asymmetrical, it doesn't matter. Asymmetrical works. It's the same as this dress here, the first dress that I did. It is asymmetrical. So when it is asymmetrical, it doesn't matter. Okay, now I know I'm going way over. But you see, because of the triangle, it doesn't matter that it's that weird length on the side because the triangle draws the eye down the body. It's just when it's cutting across. And that's why, girlfriends, I use a lot of triangle hems. I use a lot of asymmetrical hems because I find that it makes a big difference and it just transforms the dress completely. Now the cool thing is if you are 5 foot, 5'1", whatever the case is, we cut the dresses specifically for your height. So you do not have to order them because, listen, they're an investment. You do not have to order them and still go and take them for expensive alterations. We cut them for your height. So you can tell me what your height is and what length you want, and we cut it for you. That's the exciting thing. That is the wonderful thing. Then we have a profile. We know how you like things, and you can order from then on. So, ladies, thank you so much. If you were watching in the replay, be sure to put your comments in here, your questions in here. I'd love to hear from you. Also, just notice that there is a shop button. You can check out the shop, or underneath, hopefully under where the description is, there should be a bunch of products that are there. Hopefully that will help you. If there's anything you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me. I'm so happy to help you. Thank you for joining me live. Join me live on Saturday. We're going to be talking about how to create a fun and ageless look. I am 50. I'm going to bring you into my own wardrobe, and I'm going to show you how I style up some of these items and have so much fun doing it. And I am just getting started. Girlfriends, good night. Have a wonderful time. Take care. Bye-bye.